Alright, hey everybody. Sorry, we're still having some technical difficulties, but I think I got the camera flippy thing around. Whoever made the comment yesterday, if you were out there, I did look it up, and once you start this YouTube live thing, you can't change your phone. So even if I hit it and then flip it around in my hand, it locks the camera. So that was the issue yesterday. But I had a couple people ask to see specific things. Somebody asked to see Milwaukee. Milwaukee, I can't find them, and I don't have the book with me right now. It's over at the Lincoln booth. However, somebody asked to see Dake. Dake is here, so I'm going to take you to see Dake. I'm going to take you to see Dual, and then while we're walking around, we're going to see if we can spot Mr. Pete222, because he is here. I did talk to him, but they were filming all the stuff with Jimmy DiResta over there, and it was really crazy. I really couldn't get a minute to get the YouTube live thing going. So let me turn the camera around. I'll walk you through the Dake booth because somebody asked to see that, and then we'll go over to Dual. We're in the opposite side of the convention center that we were in yesterday. Keep in mind there's a whole nother floor below us. I'm not going to get to see it. It's too much. I don't have enough time here. But Dual I wanted to see, so I went over there. And then somebody asked for Dake. I should be able to see your comments, so if you guys want to see something while I'm walking through, please keep commenting. I'll show you what I can, and I'll try to get you a better view of this over here. So let me figure out how to turn this camera around. Alright, this is the Dake booth, and they got a nice little setup here. A lot of their stuff looks like import rebranded. Now some of this stuff right here I'm not sure about, but they're bandsaws for sure. But what I'm figuring most people want to see is probably the presses. There's a cold cut saw. They got a nice arbor press, and then they have all their hydraulic presses here. So just go ahead and wipe your chins, because I know you guys are salivating over some of those beautiful Dake presses. Some of their smaller, their horizontal bandsaw over there, and the drill press. That's a rebranded Chinese for sure, but this is not. This is their stuff. We had a little conversation, so we're just going to take a walk. Anybody wants to see anything, let me know. We're on the lookout for Mr. Pete222. I know he's here somewhere. There's a lot of really heavy industry over here in this side. I mean, they've got some rollers and brakes over here to bend and shear big I-beams. It's way out of my league. There's Donaldson. If you guys watch Adam Booth, A-Bomb 79, he's got one of the Way Fast White. Yes, yesterday we watched the video from yesterday. We went over and saw his stuff. But we were talking about Adam Booth before he popped up on the screen there. He has a fume extractor he got from Dale Dairy. It's a Donaldson. Lots of water jet people. Yeah, I figured out the landscape thing. Somebody commented yesterday that it locks the camera as soon as you hit go live, and I was holding it vertical, so no matter how I turned it after that, the camera's locked. And you can't unlock it. So these are water jet folks, a lot of water jet guys. Say hello to YouTube. I love it, the people don't know what to say. They're like, what the hell? If anybody sees something while I'm walking through here, you want to a quick look, let me know, I'll stop. There's a lot of European companies here that have a lot of, you know, metal forming stuff. It's pretty damn impressive, but I gotta be honest with you, it's so far out of my league as far as what I would use. So it's almost a bit overwhelming. I mean, look at this CNC plasma or laser. I think it's a plasma. Where's the head? Yeah, it looks like a plasma head. The thing's got to be 12 feet wide, 20 feet long maybe, 15 feet long. No, it's longer now. Punch machines. They were running this punch machine earlier. That was pretty impressive. If you don't know about punch machines, it has a rotary head, right, with like a bunch of different punch dies in it. Spins around, makes square holes, round holes. They take a bunch of square holes and connect them together and make a slot, and the plate moves back and forth. It's pretty impressive. That's how they make like your computers and cans like that right there. With all those little slots in it. They make those on punch press machines. Lasers too, but before lasers there was punch press. Again, just massive forming tools. Somewhere over this way, I don't even think you can see it from here. It's way back over there. There's a press that's almost as tall, or probably 2/3 as tall as this room in here, and these have got to be 35-foot ceilings in here, 30-foot ceilings, something like that. There's AccuPress. And then this is Lincoln Electric's biggest show. So you can see over there, they actually have a whole nother booth set up over here. Over here on this side, it's more automation type stuff, robots and that kind of stuff. Booth babe, is it?
Right.
So this is Lincoln's other booth. See, it's a lot of automation. Big stuff. So we're getting over towards Do-All. We still got a ways to go. I don't even want to pretend like I know what that is, but it's pretty badass. I mean, these machines are just like massive. Huge industrial machinery that, you know, it's way out of my league, but it sure is cool as hell to look at. No, I have not seen Bailey. I'm sure they're here somewhere, but honestly, it's so big. I can't tell you how enormous it is. It's hard for me to cover all that much area. So there's probably going to be a little less than half of the show I won't see. Plus my dogs are howling. We've been on my feet all day and all day yesterday, so part of me just loses a little motivation there. I did talk to the Greenlee punch guys, and they still make the punch dies for my Dvorak little Scotchman ironworker, and talked about getting me the punches I need to start working on that water tower as I'm starting to gather my stuff. So I was pretty excited about that. Also went back yesterday in the live stream you saw with the Bessie Clamp people. I went back and talked to those folks. They were super nice. Yeah, I need a Segway. You're damn right I do. I don't know, you're not allowed to text and drive. Can you YouTube live and drive a Segway? So I'm looking for Mr. Pete. He's here, like I said, because I've seen him. And I know he was coming over here to where Do-All was. But was having some issues with the YouTube Live app. Was not wanting to schedule this. So I kind of wound up dinking around with it longer than I wanted to, trying to get it to work. Alright folks, it goofed a little bit, but I think that's because we're in a big metal building, so let me turn the camera around again. We're here at Do-All. You know, I got that antique Do-All. If you haven't seen, I got a 1952 Do-All 16-inch bandsaw. I'm going to be dinking around with it, so I came over and talked to these guys. They still make almost all the parts for them from the 50s. I gotta tell you, you know, so you look at this horizontal bandsaw, this thing right here is, you know, maybe a little bit bigger. It's about the size of my Ellis. And you know, I love my Ellis. It's a great saw. This thing right here is no freaking joke, man. Look at the gear reduction, the worm drive gear box on that thing. I mean, just for reference and size, you know, that's my hand. That is no joke for a small saw. You know, I'm really impressed with Do-All. They're still in business. That's their big saw. Way over on the other side of the convention center is marble saw. They do have the marble saws here, and I looked at them, but it's that same walk that we just took that way. It's quite a ways. So I'm not real familiar with this company. So apparently they got some bread because they're a platinum sponsor. And if you see the size of their booth, it goes on forever. But apparently they make some kind of like multi-rack type systems for production. You can see they stack the material there, and I guess run it through a system. And the young lady that is the receptionist here, she definitely doesn't hurt for looks, if you know what I'm saying. They got press brakes. It's a really, really impressive setup in here. So that system goes up there, it gets the metal off, takes it, feeds it into the, you know, the brake or the punch press or whatever, and you know, just keeps the machine running. So I guess I'm assuming it's so the guys don't have to sit there and feed it. Real quick, like we'll walk across the hall here, and this is one behind us where we just were is one of the halls, and then there's a hall here which is multiple big rooms together. We'll swing by while we're still live, and we'll go over and see if Mr. Pete's over back where all the YouTube guys are. He was here with his buddies from Tank. Those of you guys that followed Mr. Pete, they were awful good to him. They went and got him and drove him up here. He was having a ball. So this is a lot of 3D printing here too. This is kind of the I'm gathering this is like the 3D printing area. So OTC makes a welder right there, a welder company. I think it stands for Automotive Tool Company, but I'm not sure. I know the hand tools are Automotive Tool Company, but they have a 2-level display here, and they're right next to Lincoln. Lincoln's right there, right? And so the guy up there's got a PA, and he's been like, you know, making fun of everybody over here all week. It's actually, I mean, he's funny. He's actually funny. He's not like disrespectful, but he's He's right up there giving like seminars, right? And then if you look right over here, here's the Lincoln guys. And so he's always goofing and talking and whatnot. I'm looking to see if I see Mr. Pete. This is where all the YouTube guys are. Most of them have finished their projects. I'll give you a real quick look at the projects that they built. So this was done by the conglomeration of YouTubers, right? And so Jimmy DiResta built the table. That's not the table, but he built this table. They cut all the legs and everything out on the Torchmate. Jimmy made the top beforehand, brought it here. And then each one of the YouTube contributors made a chair or a stool for the table, which I thought was pretty cool. Doug from Retro Well made that. April Wilkerson made the grenade stool. CH Fabrication made this really cool like bench. Cut all those out on the plasma. You know, bent flat iron around it, cut that out. A couple of big nuts and big all thread to make it look like a couple of giant C-clamps, and then they have some A-bomb 79 size tap handles for the, I guess like the legs. There's another stool there. And so everyone that comes to the booth gets that raffled off, and they're having a big raffle. They're giving it all away, kind of thing. So I'm gonna wrap this one up. Ran a little longer than I wanted. Look at the guy. You see that guy? He's always in my videos. Come on. You got my food?
I ran out of business cards and I was kissing so much ass.
Hey, where's Mr. Pete?
He walked away before. He said he had to go. They just wandered around.
I've been wandering around. The name of this video is In Search of Mr. Pete222. We've been walking around live trying to find Mr. Pete.
They might have went to the other side because the guys that he was with bought a couple of machines and they were going to go talk to the people they bought them from.
Nasdaq, right? Yeah, that went over there. I didn't see him. Yeah. All right. Well,
we're on YouTube?
Yeah, you're live. Somebody just said hi, Jimmy, but it went away.
Hi guys, thanks for watching. I haven't looked at myself all day. I made sure I don't have any welding dirt on my...
He's actually not vain. He walks around with dirt on his face all day. He doesn't really care. They saw that eye thing yesterday. I think it freaked some people out. Well, I was just getting ready to sign off, and then you walked up, and of course everybody wants to see Jimmy DiResta. So.
You guys want to see my bald spot?
Hey, you want to see my bald spot? Look. I don't have to go very far.
Thank you, everybody.
Alright, y'all. Hey, listen, thanks for tuning in. Comment below. I'm going to be here about another couple hours. If there's anything anybody really wants to see, we'll run over there. We'll shoot another quick live video. I know a lot of people can't make it here, so that's why I'm kind of trying to do this. And I like hanging out with this clown. Hey, Dale there, he just sent you a message.
Oh, Dale, wait, hold on. Dale, you know we got to put our glasses on. Oh, thank you, Dale.
You're always looking well. All right, everyone. Real quick, there's Doug from Retro Well. Doug from Retro Well. Say hi. Tell everybody.
I'm Wolfgang with Master of None.
He's on Instagram, right?
I'm on Instagram and YouTube. Master of None.TV is my website.
A lot of tubers here. It's been a pretty good time. Thanks for watching, everybody. We're gonna sign off, running a little longer. Again, down below, once this thing goes up, if you didn't get the message up there on the screen, send me something live. Send me a message. I'm here for a couple more hours. I'll try to run over and check it out. Somebody asked about Milwaukee yesterday. I haven't found them. Doesn't mean they're not here. This place is enormous, and I don't have the book. There's a book that tells all the booths. I just don't have one with me right now. You're welcome, Rod. I'm glad we could share this. It's been a great time. We really have had fun. We had a good time last night all hanging out together. There's a lot of stories. Hopefully none of them ever surface, but there's a lot of stories. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll see you real soon.
You talked on the internet.